I just got back from my trip to Mexico and California and Utah, and look what showed up while I was away. These are the not a wheelchair bikes, I guess. I don't know what you call them. They're certainly not a wheelchair. So this is what Casey tried to bring up like 2 or 3 months ago. And I know you guys have been asking a lot of questions about them and when they'll be here. And they finally got here a couple days ago. So they were tied up in customs and importation stuff and bureaucratic stuff that I hate dealing with. Anyways, they're finally here. I'm very excited. So keep in mind that Casey is the reason that these even are here, that this whole plan exists. And I think it would be pretty special to him, would mean a lot, and just make him happy if we waited for him to unbox them. So well, that took me all of 2 minutes. The bike is basically assembled, which I expected it to be in more pieces, so that's good news for building it. But can we just take a second to appreciate these boxes? I was expecting like big wooden or metal crates, because that's how motorcycles usually come, like a steel frame. They're super heavy and clunky. These are 100% cardboard. Even like the dunnage at the bottom, that would usually be like a wooden 4x4 or something to get it up for forks. That's all cardboard. So these can all be broken down and recycled, and also makes them much lighter. Like 2 guys can lift this no problem. So anyways, back to the business over here. Yeah, all the tires are on, the seat's even on, it looks like. So these are the handlebars, I guess, how you steer. That just hooks up with that little guy there. So aside from taking off some zip ties and some protective pieces, this is gonna be way more simple than I expected. I expected all the tires to be off, maybe the motor to be separate. So this is gonna be a very easy build. Get these boxes flattened down and we'll be good to go. All right, well, I haven't put the bolts or pins or anything in or adjusted anything, just what you saw from the time lapse. And keeping in mind, I know very little about them. I didn't even know what color it was going to be. This is a very nice blue. I like this. But these joysticks, I guess, are how you steer. Something that I'm excited about. I didn't know there was any suspension at all, and there is suspension in the rear. So that's cool. The fat tires are obviously quite a bit of suspension too. These little tie rods, I guess they'd be, have a little quick clip for transfers. So you can fold that handle out of the way when you transfer. It looks like the bumper's got a quick pin where it can fold out of the way, because these are actually pretty small units. I think I saw a video on Not a Wheelchair's YouTube page where they actually put this in the back of a Jeep Wrangler. So fairly compact. You can throw it in the back and not eat up a whole bunch of space. Take it with you. So that's very cool. Looking at it now, I see that is where the battery attaches. So I'm assuming that's one of the things that's down in there. So I don't know if it's gonna have charge on it or what, but I'll pull that out. If it needs a charge, I'll put it on charge, but I'm hoping it's got a little bit so I can hop on this thing and take it for a quick test trip, because I am excited. Charger in the small box, and large battery in the second box. So there's 2 boxes per bike, so I guess there's 2 large batteries per bike, which is cool. All right, before I spend too much time getting everything tightened up and taking it for a test drive, I'm gonna get my dad's help, unbox these other 3. So 2 of them are adult size, 2 of them are kids. Gonna get them all unboxed and all their batteries and parts separated, and then we can take one for a rip. All right, we got them unboxed, all moved inside, and a couple of them on chargers. So tomorrow I'm going to finish assembling them. Not that there's much, just need to like bolt the backrest on and make sure the steering dealios are aligned. These little ones, the handlebars need to be flipped out and tightened because right now they're in the seat, but look at these little things. So cool. So for me, it's gonna be 12 hours. For you, it'll be just like this. It's the next day. Bikes are still here. The one that I had on charge all night is charged, obviously. So I am going to get the backrests attached on all of them, and then the little tie rod pieces there's some jam nuts. I'm going to tighten up on that, and then I think it's time to take one for a little test drive. Got everything tightened and together, I think. So now seems like a good time to go take one for a test drive. I'm here alone, no one to help in case something goes wrong. My chair will be left down here at the shop. I'm going up top to the jumps, so let's do that. All right, so this is my very first time getting on the bike, so we'll learn together. I think, from what I've seen on their videos from Not a Wheelchair, you fold this out of the way to make it easier for transfers, and then you can hook it back up once you get on. So we'll give that a shot. Quick release. That goes right back. Guess I should put a brake on. Okay. So okay. Not bad at all, actually. This guy hooked back up. All right. Velcro the feet in. I think we're ready for action. This thing seems fun. Figure out what all the buttons are. Power on. Here goes nothing. Another kind of cool thing is you can drive it with one hand in case you want to text and drive or watch YouTube videos while you're biking. Currently going 14 miles an hour.
Many months later.
You may notice something right about now, that I'm no longer up top in the dirt. I'm no longer outside. I am still beside the Not a Wheelchair. It is a few months later. I lost the footage that was gonna come right after that with me testing it and riding it over the jumps and stuff. We have had these out a few times, but not everyone likes to be filmed. I've used them myself over the winter. They did great. I was hoping, well, the reason this video took so long to get out was I was hoping to include some footage of myself and others enjoying these out in the forest, but not everything works out perfectly. Like I said, not everyone wants to be filmed, which I understand, no problem. But I want to get a video out to you guys. I know that you're curious on these chairs. So today, gonna head back out and do a little testing. And you can kind of get my impression on them because they are cool machines and there is videos coming soon. I think I've found a couple people that I can take out and are willing to be filmed on our adventure. But for now, let's get back into the dirt. All right, so this is where I left you on the last one. I did only do a little bit of testing, didn't do anything cool. So today we're gonna try and go over this landing first up because we might as well start big. I don't know what that is, probably 12 feet tall, and the backside is like 45 degrees. So I'm gonna go up it this way, down this. Hopefully the brakes are good. Suspension feels all right, so good way to break it in. Pretty steep too. Wow, no problem with that. Looks a little steeper when you're up on top. Wonder if I go with the creep down it or let her go approach.
Just let her go, I'd say.
I think we'll let her go. All right. No core muscles. Hopefully you tighten these, right?
Yep.
Yep.
How was that?
That first little bit's real steep. Where it kind of kicks you over the top. Yep. So, I mean, I don't think it'll make it up this, but even I just want to go halfway up, kind of see how it feels.
Yep.
They're good brakes. Holy. 4-wheel disc. Well, front two have individual disc, and then the rear is just a solid axle, so it's got one disc brake, but those are very good brakes. All right, let's go find some more stuff to run over. Crap. So, one cool thing about this, I think there's, 9 power settings. If you go down to 1, it's like a walking pace, so it's like not super jerky if you're just going for a cruise down a sidewalk. And then, all the way up to 9, or if you're just ripping. Actually wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
So, with it being solid rear axle, they drive at the same time. So both tires have full traction, so you can even pick one of them up and you can still move. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, there you go there. So if it wasn't solid axle, you would not be going anywhere once you lifted that off. But no problem. You're out camping with this thing with a buddy or two, you could get in some trouble for sure. But it's pretty planted. Like it's not a light thing. It's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough that it's feels pretty stable. Yeah, they've made it as basic as they can to keep it as cost effective as possible. Like, they sell these things at what it costs to make them. And another cool thing, this area out here, I noticed those 4 spots where there's bolts. You can basically mount anything you want. I believe I saw in one of their wheelchairs, or one of their videos with this thing, they had kind of a little flat deck on there, so you can strap your wheelchair on the back so that you can, like, whatever, go to the store, hop into your wheelchair and go from there. But I'm like, huh, we could probably, like, put a hitch on there and try and tow a trailer or something sometime.
Yeah, aluminum one right over there.
Yeah, I'll bet you would tow that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these are cool. I'm impressed. All right, I'm gonna run over some more stuff here, but these are very cool. Expect to see a video with someone else. We'll go on an adventure, go into the mountains, hit some trails or something, and have some fun. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Before I end the video, I just want to give a huge shout out to Casey Liddell. He is, after all, the one that made this happen in partnership with Not a Wheelchair. Casey has a Patreon account, and all the money that he raises on Patreon goes towards stuff like this. I myself have a foundation where I take people with disabilities on adventures that they otherwise might not be able to do. We actually did that for a TV show in Canada for 4 years, and I really wish that we had these things around for that, because that would have made for some good adventures and made a lot of situations a lot easier for myself and the people we were out with. Nevertheless, have them now. I actually just got it back from an older gentleman that had an oxygen tank and wanted to get somewhere that you couldn't drive. They just strapped the tank to the back, and he had fun getting to wherever it was he needed to go. Cleaning it up now to go out this week with another gentleman in a wheelchair. We've got a pretty cool spot planned, weather pending, fingers crossed. But yeah, if you want to check out Casey's channel, you can subscribe right there, I think, and there'll be a bunch of other info in the description. He can be a bit of a but he is a good guy at the end of the day, so go show him some love. Tell him that I sent you, tell him we appreciate him, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.